Yeah, and I'll put the scramble at the bottom. You guys can pause the video if, yeah, you need more time to scramble, which you definitely do. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So bad edges. Immediately I noticed that this orange and this red are pretty bad. However, we can't really stack this orange to the top or bottom of any good edges very easily. Um, so what I'm thinking is that I'll do an F prime to turn this orange edge into a good edge, and now this red edge would automatically be stacked on top of it, and when we solve orange we can influence this to be a good edge as well. But if we set up orange here, we know that green is to the left of orange. You can double check. Green is to the left of orange. So then if we set up orange over here with F prime, we need to do a D to solve green corresponding to orange when we do R prime to bring orange down. Okay, so when we bring orange down, this red edge, R prime, would now be connected to this red center, and this blue edge is already connected and it can just be solved with L2. So once we solve these two corresponding to each other, these two will be set up corresponding to each other. Yeah, so let's just get started. I'll do an F prime first, and then I'll do a D to solve green next to orange to the left of it, and then I'll put in orange. So right now, we can just align these two with a D, and then again, we said that these two are already set up, so we can just put them in with L2 and F. And again, there's no aligning the D layer because we solved everything with their right centers. Alright, this is a relatively easy cross example. As you can see, all the pieces are great edges, and most of the cross is already done because these three cross edges are already set up. The only thing that we need to envision here is that when we solve red with F2, blue will move here and happens to line up with its center as well, so we can just solve that with L. So what I'm going to do here is first a B and then F2 to solve these, and blue is done and green is done with R2. So notice how when I did the F's and the B's at the pickup, I oriented the cross facing towards me because again we want to start off with U and D moves so that you can just pick up the cube and get started. Yeah, so that's like a short finger trick example. Okay, here's the final example. First thing I noticed, these two are bad edges. These two are extremely good edges because they're already connected to their corresponding centers, and we can just solve half the cross with L and B2. However, these two are the problems, and they're actually pretty bad problems. I guess here I would first do an R to align green to its correct center, and then I will solve red so that when we try to align orange with F prime to become a good edge, we don't disrupt these two. Yeah, in fact, we could just put these two in first with L and B2. So like that, and then we'll set up green to its correct center with an R, and now we have to do an F prime to set up this bad edge into a good edge, and luckily it connects with its center, and we can put this in with R prime and F2 to finish. So this is kind of a weird example. The bad edges, we can't really stack them to good edges just because of the way the color scheme is. But another way to deal with bad edges is just to do F moves or B moves to align them to their centers or to their relative location.